Now movement, hear me. We are requesting all citizens to move into Washington, to go by plane, by car, bus, any way that you can get there. Walk if necessary. We are pushing for jobs, housing, desegregated schools. This is an urgent request. Please join. Go to Washington.
FBI would investigate, then probably then we could interpret. Keep your eyes on the prize.
And are you here for the march?
Yes.
All right, and tell me what 50 years, what difference has it made in your life?
Well, for one, I'm not lynched anymore.
Okay.
You know,
Are we better off?
of course we're better off. We're free.
After the March on Washington, and I have a dream America KKK is still a nightmare. 50 years since I have a dream, and young black men like Trayvon Martin are still being lynched.
Years later, the Negro lives on a lonely island of poverty in the midst of a vast ocean of material prosperity. 100 years later. And so we've come here today to dramatize a shameful condition.
We're here at the March on Washington 1963 to 2013. And has it made a difference? What do you think? A native Washingtonian? Tell the people what you think about it.
Well, I think that we've come a long way. There's a lot of things that we have been able to make a lot of progress. However, there's a lot of progress we still need to make.
The 50th anniversary of this special event of a powerful man, and we are walking right now in the midst of thousands and thousands of people.
There's a new philosophy going around in politics. There's a new philosophy going around that says the government is not supposed to help. Education to a certain level, that's not. In other words, pick your own self up and do like we do. Corporate Americans are saying, pick your own self up, improve yourself, and then it'll be all right. What's your answer to that?
Well, that would be fine if you had some boots. And a lot of these people who are owners of corporations come from a long lineage of where they had money given to them, they inherited money, they inherited goods from their forefathers.
I'm such a loss of words right now, but we're just very happy to be part of this big thing. Tell me your thoughts of this event and where you from.
Oh, I'm from Southside Chicago, Illinois. Having a good time, man. I mean, I would do this all over again, man. The experience is just, I've never experienced anything like this. You know, I'm only 26 years old, and hopefully I'm around 50 years from now so I can do it all over again.
Okay, and tell us what this 50-year anniversary means to you.
You know, and just in light of what's happened, I guess over the last couple of months, voting rights, even human rights with respect to Trayvon Martin. If before that I thought about possibly missing this march, after those things occurred, I knew I had to be here, and I had to bring my son.
The successful strategies of the modern movement were litigation, organization, mobilization, and coalition.
In this society, we know that the black man is targeted, and black men are killing each other at an alarming rate. And what happened with Trayvon, what do us older guys, what do we have as a responsibility to the younger generation, especially the men, to tell them that, you know, walk a straight line? What would you tell them?
I think we have a generation there's a gap right now, generation, and most of those guys have been incarcerated. So what we're having to do is lean more on the older guys that's out here and stuff. You know, most of the older guys is thinking it's time to, you know, to kind of step back and let the younger guys, but it's going to take everybody, you know, to work with these young guys out here on the street. And, you know, the young guys are going to have to take some of this on themselves as well. You know,
One more thing I add to that. I think the young people have got to get involved in politics, because what's happening is the people that's elected, they're not really for the people. I mean, they up here in Washington D.C. But as you can see, for example, with that with the whole gun issue, gun safety, the people of it, America, the public was saying 90%, 95% of the public was saying we need some kind of gun safety measures or something related to gun.
Exactly.
And what did the guys up here do? They didn't even know.
Tell us what this march, since you were there at the first one, means in today's culture. Well, how has the difference been made, and where could differences be made?
The transformation is a slow process. However, we came because we were young and out of college. We were looking for new adventures. The job market opened up. Housing began to open up. And as time went on, the cultures changed, ideas changed, people's ideology changed. And so, therefore, I think the transformation has been stuck. I've not given up hope because I know the young people are going to get on board. But for people of color, the brown and black, we're the ones who are still at the bottom.
So even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created